All right, y'all. Today I wanted to speak about photo licensing and photo potential, the potential of a photo. Um, yeah, I know. But the potential of a photo is the potential of a photo. The potential that you have in your photo is very much underwhelmed or undervalued in the photography industry. A lot of people don't actually understand um, the value that they have in their photos versus their services. There's a lot more value in your services or in your products. There's a lot more value in your products than there are in your services. And so I just want to take the time to go through, I just want to take the time to go through this video and explain why that is and what I've figured out and what I've put together. Basically, what I was wanting to say is you can make $42,000 in a singular day when you focus on photo sales, and you can make, if you're charging $20 per photo, you can make about $48,000 in a day if you do it correctly. If you're charging $100 an hour for a service, you can only make $2,400 in a day. This is why I say that we as photographers need to focus on the potential of photos and focusing on sales, which is why I said, I forgot what I said specifically, but that's why I said we're going to be focused on photo potential and then licensing. I think that's what I said. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what I said. And so I was wanting to hit on that and just let y'all know, like, stop charging for your services and charge for your photos. And there's a lot of people in the photography industry that actually don't even understand that there's a difference, right? Because I've had somebody tell me that the photo shoot is the product. I've literally had someone tell me that the photo shoot is the product. I don't understand how that makes any sense, but apparently it does. What I'm getting at is, don't charge for services at all. Whatever you were wanting to charge for your service, take that money and put that into the cost of how much a person would be paying you for your product. Do that. Okay? And so I made a Reddit post saying, I made a Reddit post saying the same thing that I'm saying right now. You shouldn't be charging for your services. You should be charging for your products, because a lot of photographers don't actually understand their value. They don't understand licensing, and there are too many photographers that don't charge anything at all. And so the best way that I see right now to combat that is to compete with the people who are not charging anything. You don't charge anything up front, right? So that way you can still get in a door with competing with other photographers and doing the craft that you actually love to do. You can actually compete with those people instead of trying to deal with a couple of leads every couple of days who might be interested in buying a $500 package for you up front. Instead of dealing with that, you can just what was I about to say? Okay, repeat. Instead of dealing with that, you can just I forgot where I'm having a brain fart again. But you can just go through and say, hey, I'm offering a free photo shoot. And this is my slogan, I'm kind of forgetting it, but you can just go through and say, hey, I'm offering free photo shoots. You're not going to get the photos unless you pay me for them, but the photo shoot itself, actually going through and taking those photos, that is free. You know, we can sit down and we can click the camera all day, look at the photos, talk about getting prints and products and stuff together. We can do all of that, but once it comes time to actually, for you to actually have it, I'm gonna need money for that. And so that's that, right? What was I about to say? Yeah, that's the, I'm like double speaking right now. Like I can hear stuff in my head and I'm trying to talk at the same time. But what I was gonna say was, don't charge for your products, or don't charge for your services. Charge for your products. What else? And then licensing. Licensing is another thing too. Licensing is another thing because a lot of photographers don't actually understand that you can still do the, I call them luxury experiences and luxury businesses and stuff, because to be able to charge somebody $1,000 up front, most people are not going to be able to actually do that. They're not going to be able to pay for that $1,000 up front. So, but if you understand licensing, you can still get paid $1,000 for a photo shoot and give it to them on a budget. You just have to understand photo licensing, in which case photo licensing is taking a photo and giving the rights to that person in a set amount of time for a set amount of payments. So you can take one photo. Say I have a photo right now that's worth $1,000. I have a photo right now that's worth $1,000, right? And this person's like, yeah, that's an amazing photo. You're an amazing artist, but I don't have $1,000 right now, right? And then all you'd have to say is cool. All you'd have to say is cool. You don't have $1,000 right now, but do you have $100 every single month? Will you have $100 for every single month for a year? Because if you have that, then we can still do the transaction. That's why understanding photo licensing and understanding the value of your photo, which is photo potential, understanding all that is important. Because when you do that, you can start to make more stuff shake than when you're trying to charge up front. That's why I say understanding my aspect of it is, it makes sense. People can't pay $2,000 for something up front and all, you know, they can't pay all that up front. So it's like, I can offer you a budget. I can offer a budget for you to, you know, do this, that, and the third, and then later down the line, you just pay me portions of it, right? Now imagine you're getting all those portions, but then you're also getting a bunch of people who can't afford that, right? So they can't afford it, but they can't. It's just that they can't afford it at that moment. So then what happens if it's like you get 50 people you get 10 people in a day that come to you because you're offering a free photo shoot. They come to you in a day and they take 100 photos, that's 1,000 photos, and they want to buy all 1,000, but they can't afford them. And then you offer them the licensing package, right? Or the licensing agreement. So that way it's 1,000 photos times $20. That's $20,000 worth of potential split up into segments, quarterly payments, quarterly licensing fees. That's what it was that I was talking about. Split it up into quarterly licensing fees, and yeah. Now that's you know what I mean. Like if you can do that, if people actually understand that that's what I'm trying to say, that's what I'm trying to get people to understand, and when you understand that perspective of it, you won't see it as a scam. But it's like, people are like, why would I not charge anything? Because they're not actually listening to what it is that I'm saying. If you actually listen to what it is that I'm saying, you will know that you can get paid way more than the old average photographer or the old head photographers. You can get paid way more than them, and then you can also help people out, because maybe you can get paid more than them, and those people who can't afford it will still be able to pay you. So, you know, And that's my thing. Like, if you can do that, then you know what I'm saying. And that's just on the sales part of it. I've figured out that you can do the sales part of it, and you can do the content part of it, which is another video. But basically, what I was saying is you can take 100 photos in a day. Each piece of content, each photo, each art piece, you make a video about it, and that's 100 pieces of content that you can make every single day. And once you do that, then you know that's 100 pieces of content that you make every single day. That and so at what point it wouldn't take too long. I'm trying to get into doing this myself, but I recently just had a lot of stuff going on, so you can I can do that. You can do that yourself and be blown up in like the next month or two, or the next 2-3 months. You just gotta actually. I think you just gotta actually know what you're doing. Know what I'm doing is what? You gotta know that what you're doing is going to work. Okay. And so yeah, you gotta believe in yourself. And it's like, that's a cliche thing, but you actually do have to believe in yourself. And so yeah, that's the photo licensing and the photo sales stuff. Like, you gotta that's the photo licensing and the photo sales stuff. It's not nothing too complicated. Like I said, it's like doing push-ups. It's hard work, and it's hard work, and it's not easy, but it's not complicated. It just takes a lot of work. It takes more work than what the average person was already doing. So when you get the hang of it, and when you figure it out, then it's like, But yeah, so I guess I don't really have too much else to add to this. It was just pretty much photo licensing and photo sales. So I'm gonna keep making videos. Y'all stay tuned for the next video. This was Vino Create. I don't know what I'm gonna title. Vino Create in the Lab. That's what this is. Vino Create in the Lab, episode like 2 or 3. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.